kind of. We are live. Dun, da, da, da.
This
This is
don't,
Sue. This is Sue Greenwald here with Awakened Stories here with the King of the Universe, bum, 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 King Smarty, in his new workshop, doing all the sorts of great stuff we're going to hear about, right? How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. And I was just about to say, don't tell nobody I'm in my workshop. I'm just joking.
Oh,
No,
oops. Never mind. Never mind.
we're making magic happen. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
People call it magic, but we call it daddy.
Yeah, so exciting.
Yeah,
So I can't wait to hear all about what you've been doing. We haven't talked in like, I don't know, it feels like a month, you know,
probably a little longer.
a
Yeah.
really long time.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been getting things done, and Daddy wanted me to focus on other things and make
Hmm.
sure I made contact with certain people. So all of that is taking place, and we're getting ready for a nice trip that's going to change everything. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Awesome news. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You want to start talking or do you want me to start with Q&A?
Let's go with Q&A because I can always add things in
Yep.
between. So let's try to get as much questions as we can out the way.
Okay. We could spend about 20 hours on this list, but
I
you had
know.
put out a list of 12 and then you said there were 20 items that needed to be completed. Can you kind of describe that and where you are in the process and how we can help?
Well, you can help by reinforcing all the 12 that's already out there. You all know how to do the energy work, the commands, and all that. We're increasing. Well, we have increased. Daddy has increased the manifestation abilities because that goes along with the consciousness levels that we keep raising, right? So the faster you put your energy towards these type of things and let go, meaning put the energy behind it, let it simmer, don't worry about it because it's going to
Right,
happen.
right.
That's the way shit happens, literally. You put the energy behind it, you know it's going to happen, walk away, go do some other shit. Or you can do like I do, put the energy behind multiple things and then go away and enjoy your day, right? so so that's where we're at with that. There are 8 more things that he hasn't well, he doesn't want me to put it out there yet because he wants to see most of the 12 completed, which we're about, I would say, maybe 70% with that being completed.
Hmm.
Um, we do know that if it doesn't get completed in a timely fashion, some people will cease to exist, and the cabal will have their way with them. And I've already alluded to who they are. So that's that. Next
Okay.
question.
Okay. All right. About 3 weeks ago, you put out an amazing video, and I'm gonna paraphrase it. It was about melanin. It absorbs light, it converts it to energy and prevents it. Oh my God. I can't talk. Protects it from radiation. It's got biological, living, intelligent connectivity, and it's the vibrational core of all sound, color, absorbs and stores seven electromagnetic energies across dimensions, blah, 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 blah. It connects humanity to the universe. All right. Is that all that true?
Yes, ma'am, which is why those of us that are of this type of complexion have the abilities that we were born with. You
Okay.
know how I say we all energy, right?
Yep.
A lot of people were literally manufactured, like the one video posted. That's why certain people can't stay in the sun without getting burnt, like burnt, because they have little to no melanin in their body because they weren't supposed to be on this planet.
Mm.
This tells you that they were manufactured somewhere else and brought here, which shouldn't surprise anyone because that's what the reptilian cabal has been doing for thousands of years across the universe. Y'all think colonialism started here. No, it has not.
Right.
That's just the fancy name that y'all know it by, colonialism, right?
Right.
So back to the melanin part, the melanin is something that was for this planet. That's why we can go outside and not get burnt. That's why, colored people, people in Puerto Rico and those type of areas, it's normal for them. I have a photo of when I was a kid and my skin was like this color. I come here in the States and start eating all this bullshit that they're feeding everybody here, and my skin starts getting lighter. Now I'm down here back in the sun and I'm back to where I was,
Right.
my normal color,
Right.
right? And it's soon it's just going to be the whole colors changing because you all know why. We're getting restored.
They tell us it's because of the proximity to the sun, like the equator and blah 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 blah. We already know that's BS. It's not true, right?
Right. That part is true. Now, there's not a bad thing that not having melanin in your system as far as for, Caucasian people, or like some people like to call palladium, uh, um paleos or whatever. There's so many different names for all of us races, right? I got so many names for ourselves. However, that just means that you guys aren't from here, and you were probably made somewhere way far away, or were taken from a planet that you guys thrive on, and they took you and brought you here to for whatever experiments they got going on. Because if you notice, that's what the cabal do nowadays. They experiment on everything and everyone. Did you see the video I posted about the 15 bloodlines? Well, that little clip tells you that there's multiple bloodlines here on the planet, and you heard the 15th one, right? Yeah, that was us. So that being said, everybody's going to return to where they rightfully belong. Most of them to daddy, because that's where some of y'all belong.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to understand this. The video that I'm referencing, like it was a really good video, but it talked all about melanin. And
Right.
then it said the bad guys, want it to assist with AI consciousness, probably weapons and various research. You would agree with that. That's what they're trying to
That's
do.
that's exactly what they're doing, because the melanin can power things, and it shouldn't be a surprise to you when I'm telling you guys that you guys have abilities. So all they're doing is taking your essence, your structure, your melanin, and putting it into devices to make it stronger. When when I tell you guys we are the weapons, we are the devices, we are, it. You don't need an AI when you have everything, and it's called daddy. Just tap in.
Right, right.
So they're trying to do things that are unnatural. That's all they've been doing, which is why we're going back to natural stuff.
Okay. So we had talked about this like 2 months ago, but there were several lynchings in the past few weeks that did make minor news. Okay. Two guys in freaking New York City were lynched, and it made minor news. What?
Yeah, the sad part is that it's the same individuals trying to start a race war, and it's, the satanic. We shouldn't even call them Jewish no more, or Zionists, or Jews. They're just straight satanic, and they have all forms of colors. This is why if you look at history and you find the truth about it all, there were some black KKK members
Oh,
because they were satanic. So think about it. It's not a color. It's evil, and it's in every race. And if they all come together under one banner, which is Satanism, then they do the same thing all the Satanists do, right? Think about it this way. Look at how many of us are, and we're all different shades of wheat, like they say, right? And we're doing good. We're doing great things, and we're going to continue to do great things forever. So that's what they're trying to stop people from actually realizing and knowing when they do this, racism, this, and white people, that, and Jewish this and Jewish that. No, it's fucking satanic.
Okay.
Period. If
Lots
you
to
look,
learn.
if you look at the people in Israel, all of the different soldiers and all that, don't none of them look white. Actually, some of them do. But there's a lot of colored people there, like literally a lot. That should tell you exactly what it is.
Interesting.
Not only that, they are a race of beings that literally eat and consume human flesh, just like that video that I posted about the 15 bloodlines. This is what it has always been about: different bloodlines, different beings, different races, all trying to be on top of everything. And the one bloodline focused, like I think she said it was eight of them, eight different bloodlines focused on the actual taking people. Okay, now what are we seeing all around the world right now? Human trafficking, meat, human meat in restaurants, skin banks in Israel. This is not a normal thing for those of us of the light like us. It's not normal at all. We don't fucking wake up thinking about whose kid am I going to take today, right? That's some fucking dark, evil shit. And the satanic. And there's no color to these people. They can be white, black, purple, just like we. However, we are the good guys and they are the bad guys. And they are finished.
Done, done, done.
Done, done, done. Next question.
Okay. And just as an observation, I'm in the, children's alert group for when someone's abducted. And it seems like the increase in people I'm seeing is substantial. And many of them are people of color.
Right,
Okay. Yeah. Just a
right.
non-scientific observation. Okay. Question. We've talked before about the resets, like we talked about Mario Brothers as a game. Okay. We're on level 12. We want to get to level 13. And we kind of hit the ceiling and have to come back to this timeline again over and over and over. And you said we've done it so many times. Okay. Question. Why have we messed up or forgotten things so many times? Like, if we've had to come back and do this a jillion times, my concern is, are we going to miss anything this time? Because I don't think we are, but
Nope.
what makes this time different from all the previous other jillion times?
Well, the fact that we're addressing the child trafficking and the tunnels and all of the different species and
Okay.
all of the different hidden knowledges and the free energy and all that stuff. Um, Initially, we just wanted to live and move on and hopefully not get killed and try to change things as we could. Blah blah blah. That kept the system going and going, the cabal system going and going and going and going. Then we would have to reincarnate, learn more, do a little bit more, and then die, and then the system continues. This time around, well, in the last couple of civilizations, we were trying to stop all of it, come back, stop more of it, eliminate certain things, certain people, certain groups, and then clean everything up so that we would have we would be reconnected to the planetary bodies. Now they're not going to let us leave this quarantined section of Earth until we got our shit together. That's one of the reasons why the cycles have to continue until those of us here can evolve from the things that we haven't been able to evolve because of all the different booby traps and everything that's been in the way. So that's where we're at with that. Um, that's where we're at with that. So what's now happening is, because we're all fully aware of it, and there's been so many of us that came here to make these changes. Um, what's happening now is we've all died, respawned, reborn, uh, reached levels of enlightenment so that we can continue to come back without having to die and reborn and stuff like that. So a lot of us were teleporting back and forth. A lot of us were coming in the natural way as well. This one time that I came back, it was done in the light conception, the way that it happened, which is also the reason why it's changing things. It's a long story. It's a lot to take in. However, we couldn't reach certain dimensions, certain higher dimensions, if we would have came back and left things the way that they were. Now, what I say by that is, you got everybody on the surface getting ready to evolve technologically, have a bunch of new products, new gear, new crafts, new housing, new this, new that, and yet they're still taking children and stuff like that underneath the grounds. And they're yet poisoning in us, our air, our food, and stuff like that. So, in order for us to fully be able to achieve higher dimensions, we all had to come back at the same time, address all of these different things, so that us as a body, us as a planetary body, not just this district, can evolve together. With that being said, is that's literally what we're doing right now. We're already in higher dimensions and higher phase of all this stuff before, um, we're already in a higher dimension and a higher state than we ever were, if that makes sense. The reason why we're able to change the consciousness 10 levels is because of all that, because of the things being exposed, because of the cabal being eliminated. Now, you notice when Daddy says he wants to see this, or he wants us to reinforce this, or Daddy wants more protesting, Daddy wants this, Daddy wants that. Now, we all know better. We all know that it's actually happening. Is it being reported on? No, but it's happening. We all know it's happening because shortly after the fact, there it is. Somebody finally gets it through that funnel of censorship, right? Because
Right,
that's what you see happening too.
right.
So everything that Daddy's having us do is getting fucking done. It's getting done. Whether people believe it or not, I don't care, because when Daddy says to do it, it gets done. I know, and all of y'all should know better, what Daddy wants, Daddy gets, and Daddy always validates. That being said, that's one of the reasons why we haven't been able to evolve, because we didn't address these things that we are now addressing now.
Okay.
Boom.
All right.
It was kind of long, but I had to like.
No, it's important because, as much fun as we're having, it would be it'd be awesome if we don't we don't have to go through it again and again and again, right? Right?
Right. So here's another way that Daddy he showed me too, because he showed me all this, and then he explained it to me, and then he has me explain it to y'all. When I was JJ's age and a lot younger, I was playing video games, right? And then I would play the video game all the way from start to finish and beat the whole fucking game. Then I realized that other people took a lot longer than me to beat the game. However, they had cooler toys, cooler things, and I'm like, well, how'd you get that? Oh, that was on level 2 and in this section and in that quadrant. Well, I didn't go through there because I went straight through. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's literally what's happening right now. a lot of us went into the fucking video game that you call Earth, try to go straight to the end, and missed all the shit that we missed. And that's what he showed me when he started explaining all this stuff to me. Remember when you was playing this game and you went to the checkpoint and then you found out that this guy had a cool sword and a different type of rifle because he did the extra course or the extra, the extra board, the game, and you was wondering why you don't have it, and I'm like, oh shit. So what I had to do was go all the way back to the beginning of the fucking game, play the entire game, and not miss anything. And then what turned out was, not only did I have the knowledge of the first time, but I also have more tools, more toys, and more things than the guy that I was just talking about had. Because after realizing that I fucked up, I'm gonna search every fucking nick and cranny. So
That's what we're doing now.
that's exactly what we're doing now,
Awesome.
and that's the easiest way for me to explain what's
Awesome.
going on.
Awesome.
It's wild, but it's true.
Okay.
All right, next question.
We want all injustices handled pronto. Check.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Roughly a month ago, you put out some videos about that rock meteor thing that was growing in Panama, and they called it venom because the guy washed the rock and it grew into, like, I don't know what you would call it, like a plant or something weird. I don't know what it was. Can you explain that, like what it was and where it was from, that kind of stuff?
Well, it's definitely alien. It's definitely like a symbiote from the movie Venom, and it's not a bad thing. Dad literally wanted us to, I wouldn't say protect it, but he had us put it into a cave where it can finish growing and doing what it's supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
So it's a life force. Um, it's a little weird to explain because some people look at this and they think right away, oh my God, this thing is crazy, it's gonna kill us, we're gonna die. Yeah, shit like that. However, Dad, you have to understand that when something is bad or seems to be bad, and no matter what it is, if Dad doesn't want it to live and thrive, I'm taking it out. Okay.
Check.
I don't worry about no fucking robots and AIs and armies of this and armies of that. I don't care. Because in 1 minute or second, gone. So he literally had me and B send it off to a cave where it can grow into its purpose. We have no clue what the purpose is yet. Maybe it's to help us evolve into something that we supposed to be. Or maybe it's just to go into the caves and eliminate everything that's there. We don't know yet.
Interesting.
Very.
Yeah. So you don't know what the purpose is, but the farmer guy that found it, is he unharmed?
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He's not. They're actually, people are harassing him because of it. But at the same time, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like the three eye atlas, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah.
You got people that are supposedly remote viewing this thing, talking about there's reptilians and stasis chambers all up on these crafts and blah 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 blah. And it's a fucking lie.
I know
because it is a spaceship, and it does belong to us, and it's not going nowhere. Or maybe it will go somewhere for a few seconds and then return.
So basically, they're trying to make the general public afraid, and also try to control their reaction, I'd say.
That's the last card. We already knew it. Dr. Warner Brown said it. And since they don't have the abilities to do looking glass, Since they don't, you don't have to walk on eggshells, buddy. And since they don't, he's trying to walk all quiet. And since they don't have Project Bluebeam no more because we took that out,
Mhm.
they're trying to do it in ways where they make these CGIs and then they posting it from this group and that group. Like, who believes NASA in the first place?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So there literally is nothing to worry about, and there's different groups of individuals trying to, persuade people into this, into that because of their manifestation abilities. However, we've already taken that. We've
Okay.
already taken their manifestation abilities away from them. No matter how many people you still got looking at the fucking TVs because they know their peanut brains are fucking manifesting what they are watching on TV, you still got the boss and his group of brothers and sisters manifesting shit in days and instantly, however you want to call it. So it doesn't matter what they do or say at this point.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
daddy's not playing games, man. And right now we're he's letting me do more. Let's just say that
Yes. Okay.
he's letting me take people out more,
Oh, good.
and that's what we want. And that's why I I do my best to warn people. Like, you don't have to be afraid. I don't want you to be afraid. I just want you to be aware of what's going to happen to your ass. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Somebody told me, "Well, aren't you afraid of this person and that person and the mob and the president?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck are they? Don't you know I'm Jesus Christ?" They said, "No, you're not. You're crazy." Okay. Have a nice day.
All right. Well, you did put out a video, I think it was yesterday, about the organized crime, and you said some of them will be working for me. And I was curious, like, what will that capacity be?
Well, they'll be doing the same things, running the same things without the violence.
Mm,
And the only reason why they're doing some of the things they're doing is because of government, you know, like speakeasies. Now they're everywhere. There was people wanted to hang out back in the day,
yeah,
and now you got bars everywhere.
yeah,
So they're just like drug dealers. Drug dealers aren't all bad, right? Some of the ones that I knew just wanted to make sure their family ate. So they had to do, they didn't have to, but they chose to sell drugs because the money was quick.
right,
And then you got the other drug dealers that are like cartel like motherfuckers. They gonna kill everything in sight because they want to be the only one with the product.
right, right.
That's that problem. That's the problem right there.
Okay.
You got one group of individuals wanting to be the top of the top. So what happens when everybody don't want that shit no more? You guys got to do something else. So what are you gonna do? You might as well come join me. I won't kill some of y'all, and you can do what I want you to do. Do
Well,
I have to evaporate some of y'all real quick so y'all can see what we're doing here?
they have a good structure, evidently. You know what I
Well,
mean? Yeah,
their structure is because they rob, steal, and murder, just like the Israelis, just like the cabal,
yeah,
and they're literally one and the same. So you got the cartel, you got the Israelis, and you can't tell the difference. Some wear badges, some wear fucking cowboy hats.
right.
So it's basically the same type of Draco system, dog eat dog mentality. Let's rule the world. And then someone comes along and says, no, that's not happening no more.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay. The EBS and the 10 Days of Darkness. Where are we with that?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
How about you find an EBS GIF, play it for 10 days, and turn off all your lights. There you go. You got your fucking EBS and your 10 days of darkness. You happy now?
Well, you know, the Intel providers just, they're always reinforcing the stuff from like 10 years ago over and over and over. And it's just annoying, right?
Yeah, so we've been enforcing that as well. Um, however, it was just things to do,
Mhm.
things to help people get trained on the matter of making things happen. So we can still actually enforce and reinforce an EVA taking place, an EBS taking place. The 10 days of darkness, I don't see that happening. I don't see a point for it, a purpose for it at all, because you still need electricity, you still need all of your stuff. And if you're thinking the sun is going to go away for 10 days, maybe the moon, but not the sun, because the sun provides life. Um, Daddy's not going to do that.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, all right. Okay, next question. Zombies. Okay, so we saw a video again, let's say 3 to 4 weeks ago, and the guys were saying, well, he was an ex-military. He had been on a mission, and they would shoot a person, and the person would eventually get right back up and fight with them again. Okay, so we talked about the zombies. So my question was, were they zombies or reptiles? Reptilian.
Uh, there were both.
Mm.
Some were zombies, and that's only because they have a certain gene from a different planet that was brought here a few years back, and that's what created the whole zombies in the first place.
Mm.
And it was done by the reptiles, so that's why I say both. Again, which is not a big deal because they can be eliminated by love and light. I just talked about this with someone yesterday as far as how powerful Daddy is and how powerful I am and how powerful our products is and how powerful it would be for someone who isn't ready for this type of information. You can literally explode, literally. You know how I say it's like putting your a butter knife in a socket. You will literally explode or electrocute yourself because of the power coming out of that thing. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because the Ark of the Covenant, when they weren't supposed to touch that thing, what happened to them? They literally spontaneous combustion. That's where that whole thing was brought up at. Spontaneous combustion. Boom! Too much energy for them. They weren't ready for it. Not necessarily was dark. They just wasn't fucking ready for it.
Right.
So that's literally what happens when you're dealing with entities or beings that aren't supposed to be around or aren't ready for certain things. So the zombies, they're definitely real, and reptilians are definitely real, and depending on what you are, you can literally come back from the dead, which we already know this because stories like Lazarus, which was one of the supposedly old ones, which isn't really old because that was BS. I mean, it wasn't BS, but it wasn't. When you read the Bible, you also have to understand somebody's dictionary put together. Um, there's stories about us being killed and being brought back to life. That didn't mean we were mummies. That just mean we were indestructible, which is what you're finding out now. There's a lot of us here that are like that, and we are of the light. The last one was the African guy that I posted, that I
Right.
like to reference off, right? They used to call him the Black Jesus and different types of names. Um, so same thing. They tried to kill this man because he was doing great things, and they couldn't have that. And all of a sudden, he'd come back to life. He wasn't no zombie. He wasn't running around biting people. The one time they took his heart out, and he picked his heart out. Like, why'd you do that? What the fuck he did that for? I need this thing, but you know what I mean. So um, there's a lot of unexplained things that have been happening and will continue to happen until they are explained. And I'm doing what I have to do to help you guys understand all this shit.
Right.
Um, there's a lot of different BS out there, and when Daddy has me share certain things, I will, like I always do. Some of it is out of this world, out of pocket, crazy shit, and next thing you know, boom, there it is, because it was time for me to talk about it, me to address it, right? The portal jumping. I can walk in that door, walk out that door, and sit here at the same time, and you wouldn't even know, because time doesn't exist for us. So we are literally running around doing that across the entire planet, making things happen, stopping people from doing certain things, whispering sweet nothings in certain people's ears. Better get it done.
Better get it done. Okay.
So yeah,
Awesome.
it's fun.
Awesome. Okay. We're seeing an increase in videos talking about cannibalism. Okay. So we know that even in our processed food, there's human parts, human cells, human this, human that. And it just seems like it's starting to really be exposed. And that is probably another thing that must be exposed, is my guess.
Well, you do. I'm sure you remember me saying the rules of engagements, the current rules of engagements, which is expose and eliminate.
Yeah.
The reason why you're seeing all of these things being exposed is because they're shortly going to get eliminated. Now, it all depends on how you get eliminated. Remember when Daddy said to expose Trump? Trump's being exposed all types of ways. Well, he's going to be eliminated shortly. Which Trump is it, though? I don't give a shit which one it is.
I say line up all the bad ones and just knock them right off, right? But
Hey, whatever Daddy wants done is going to happen anyway, which
yeah.
is why I don't worry about nothing. Like,
Mhm.
what part, what part of me working directly with our creator, not just source or daddy, like our literal creator. He made us. When you were born, he allowed you to be born. He made you, no matter what species you are, no matter where in the fucking universe you are. He made you. He allowed you to get made. He allowed you to be formed into whatever beautiful entity he created. The dark ones are the ones that made you evil and ugly looking. Because Daddy don't do ugly. He don't like ugly. You know how they say that God don't like ugly? It's true, because he created all of us beautiful. And we all perfect in his eyes. So when I have to do my job, that's why it hurts him. But at the end of the day, he made y'all. He know what y'all gonna do, and he sent me here to warn y'all, to give y'all chances. Do what he's telling you to do, which I've already said it. I post it every day. Don't blame me for whatever happens next. And you already know you can't do shit about me, because you tried multiple fucking times, and I'm still here.
So you had mentioned about 3 or 4 weeks ago, like you said, they want to go to war with me. Who's they?
All of them. Because with me in the way, one side will be the winner. You got the dark side, and then you got the pretending light side.
Right.
And they can't have me. They can't have me in control, because I don't even know why. Why wouldn't you want someone like me in control? I'm fucking awesome.
You're not one of them.
There you go.
Yeah. They want
Definitely
it.
not.
Yeah. They want it to be one of them. Yeah.
Sorry. Not
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, next question. So cannibalism is being exposed and eliminated. And like a lot of people don't believe it. Even when I tell them, they still don't believe it. So it is a real thing, and we're all kind of being exposed to it, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Pretty awful. So even I'd say filter your water, guys. So, okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Because the
Every
bodies are being put in the water supply.
yeah, everything is not for everybody. I mean, if
Yeah.
they want to consume human people or flesh and all that stuff without them being told, that's fine with me. I'm not going to drink that shit.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Okay. What was on Earth before the Martians came?
um, there were indigenous people here.
Okay.
That's why they're called indigenous. That's why there's majority of everybody here were um, um, melanated people.
Okay.
In the video that I posted last night, of the reptilian chick said that they were here before the humans. Not true. A lot of stuff that she was saying in the beginning of that video wasn't true. However,
Mhm.
it's a start for some of you guys who just found us. It's a start because you have to do your research. I don't give a shit if you just started and you just want to listen to only me. That's cool. However, the only way you're going to know if we, as in me, Sue, Johnny Boy, and all the other people that come along are telling the truth is if you go do your research.
Right. Right.
And if you do your research and you have dad, you don't need nothing else
Right.
because dad is all we need. I work for him. He gets all the credit. I just talk shit. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So for the new people, you'll learn to you'll use your discernment. And after a while, that will be a natural way of living. But initially, you might have to ask a lot of questions to figure things out.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't want you to believe me at all. Nope. I want you to know that I'm telling the truth.
right.
I don't want you to believe me. No. I want you to know.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to know that I'm telling you the truth is to practice my method. Because when you use the simple, easy method that was free and you start to heal people free, holy shit, this is for real. Then you could join us.
Right. Right. Okay. Uh, about 2 weeks ago, you had posted preparing the Earth's energy field to house our bodies. So basically, our consciousness is rising and our bodies are changing. But can you explain that a little bit more?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
We are vibrating. We are literally vibrating at a different pace. The computer has to be shut down. We are biological computers, energies. They have to be shut down, and then once you get rid of the new, once you put the new software in, and it takes time to upload, boom, you become a whole new entity.
Okay.
Your computer becomes a whole new computer when you put software in it. When you put software, new software is in it. Does it not? That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say at the same fucking time.
We're trying to be rebooted.
No, we are being rebooted
Yeah.
and upgraded. Download, downgrade. You know how you say, I gotta download this new software. Well,
Yeah.
that's what's happening to us.
Okay.
This is another reason why some of us feel sluggish. Some of us are getting eye blurries, all of these different things that are happening that aren't normal to us. It's because of the changes that are taking place.
Okay.
Um, we do got new stuff coming out to help people with that. As far as the upgrading and all that stuff. I mean, the crystalline chambers, the one and all. We're looking forward to releasing that. As soon as Daddy says it's go time, and that's the game changer. That's like There was a lot of videos that I played as a kid, and one of the videos was when you die, you get respawned, meaning this literally just like some of the secret space programs say. In the video game, you have something flat on the ground, kind of like in Star Trek, where the teleportation room is at. You have something round on the ground, right on the ground, and then you're going about your mission and doing this and doing that, and then killing people or whatever, fighting the mission, and then you die, and on the screen, all you see is black, and then you go straight to the spot where you spawn. You get reformed, right? Listen, you get reformed, and then you go back at your mission. That's literally what the crystalline chamber does. Literally. So that's what we are waiting for to be released. When we release that, we get to do that. We get our new bodies with it, and then and only then is when hey, everybody's going to be like, "Holy shit, this is for real."
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very, very, very real. And it's happening, in days. So,
Okay.
oops.
About maybe 2 days ago, you had posted energy, or the consciousness was raised again 10 levels. And a lot of us, when that happens, we notice a physical effect. We either are really tired or we can't sleep. There's different reactions we have. So, okay, so that happened 2 days ago. And usually the Schumann resonance reflects that. You'll see it goes like blank or whatever. They wipe it out, right? So
Yeah.
question is, when you raise a consciousness, you are also elevated and your consciousness raises and you evolve as well. You're up here, we're here, but we all go notches up. Is that the way it works?
Yeah. So the way it works with me is I get to do more publicly.
Yay. So we want to evolve as quickly as we can physically integrate that energy in,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
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 So I was just, I wasn't joking, but I was. So yeah, what happens with the consciousness raise is that we actually do get to do things in the public now,
Yeah. Yeah.
where people's consciousness wasn't ready for someone to walk on water normally, or someone to be able to stop traffic, or someone be able to, pick up cars and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So, and it's not just going to be me, it's going to be people coming out more and more with the telekinesis and moving shit and blah, blah, blah. That's what it's all about. When you
Yeah.
raise the consciousness, you're also raising the fact that we can do these things and everybody around us can do it. So
Right.
people are starting to practice and more and more and more of it. And the cool part is, since the consciousness is raising, you actually seeing it because it's already there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have noticed back then because you were, your mind and the things that you were focused on was elsewhere. And now, because of the elevation of the consciousness, you're now seeing new things, and new things are coming across your feed and your Telegram and your Instagram, and it's like, oh shit, that's cool. What? I mean, obviously these things were worked on for a long time. Why am I now seeing this? Right? That's what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're more open. So I always have told people, I used to do spiritual retreats, right? High energy stuff. So I always told people you want your body to be as clean and clear as possible when you're receiving energy. I don't know if you agree with that, but like basically eat clean,
Yeah.
right? And because when you're jammed up, the energy isn't going to flow, and usually you get, sick, right?
Yeah. That's true. That's
Right.
true.
But
That's
if you're,
that's very true. You want to stay that way.
yeah.
I'm just special, so none of that shit affects me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true. And not only that, you want to keep yourself on a high in a high vibrational state,
Right.
period, because
Right.
then you'll have less attacks, you'll have less um, um, curses and stuff like that, which is a form of
Mhm.
attack. There's different ways for them to attack you. It can be your computer, your phone, your car, your neighbor, your kid, your spouse, your this, your that. There's different forms of different ways that they can attack you. However, the way you react to that attack is where your consciousness is at. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you keep yourself high vibe and you know that these things are attacks, and you know if you address it in a confrontational type of way, it's only going to lower your vibration for more attacks, then you don't do that shit no more. You stay up here, and if something happens, okay,
Right.
not a problem. I'll take care of it. Oh wow, that was fucked up. No problem.
Yeah.
You know, because that's how I do it. Pop, pop, pop. How'd you do
Yeah.
that, man? Do that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's always good to stay healthy, stay vibing high, and the more positive energy you have around you, the more positive things will happen for you, which is the purpose of my products. You know, it's not only um, for my way of living, my lifestyle, but it's also a way for everybody else to vibrate higher.
Right.
And of course, it helps me create free energy devices that I'm working on now. So
Yay.
make sure you go order shit. Thank you very
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have my house filled with the products, and it feels like when you walk in, it feels good.
Feng shui.
Yeah, feng shui. But you can feel the energy, and even before people would walk in and they look around and be like, "It feels very calm in here. It feels this or that." Well, I've got holotech stuff like pretty much in every square inch, you know.
Well,
So,
at least you don't have the problem where they don't want to fucking leave.
well, I've had that a couple times, but yeah,
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 true, true.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next question. We saw a couple times, you know that young man, Conscious Juice. He does these videos. He's got the mic right here in his face. But he did a video with these cement circles out in the woods. And I had seen that video elsewhere, by the way. But the drone or whatever zooms in, and there's like tons and tons of bodies around this circle. And in the middle were, I think, bones and skulls and stuff.
Yep.
So can you tell us more about that video and
It's one of their satanic rituals.
mm-mm-mm.
That's what that is. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's a satanic ritual, and then after they leave the body there for for nature to come and get it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's the same thing they've been doing for thousands of years for a very long time. If y'all thought that they stopped looking for Jesus as a baby 19,000 years ago, you're wrong, because that's their purpose of hunting these children down so that they can stop the return of the king. That's what they think. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's literally what they fucking think. That's why they hate Jesus. That's why they hate me, right? Because that's what they think. That's what they're trying to prevent. However, they fucked up because we had ways of going around it all. And it's no surprise that, you know, a lot of the Puerto Ricans came from all around the world, and I was born there. So, yeah, it's over for them, and thank God. Okay.
So do you know what country those circles were in?
I do not. I do know that it
Okay.
was, I want to say like a Ukraine type area or something like that.
Okay.
One of those places where it's normal for that type of shit.
Oh. Well, it was quite shocking because there were so many bodies still there, but the bones and the skulls in the middle,
Yeah,
shocking.
and it's one of those areas where it has signs on it, trespassing,
Yeah.
national park or national this or something like
Yeah. Yeah.
that. But it's not I don't think it's around here. I'm getting like um over in one of those weird ass countries where they do stupid shit like that.
Okay. Okay, okay, got it. All right, now we also saw video, which I've seen before, but you also posted. These guys are out in the woods, these young men, and they find a big wall surrounding a town that's been abandoned. Cars still there, furniture still there, clothes still there. What happened to those people?
The same thing that happened, the same thing they tried to do with the COVID-19 stuff, where they shut down certain places and everybody was evacuated and blah 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 blah. That's all that was. Some of these places are literal experiments for the cabal.
Right.
That's why they did that mustard gas or whatever that gas was in that one city. I forgot where it was at. But the cabal, which is military industrial complex, whether they're good or bad, they're fucking all bad to me. Um, they experiment on people like it's okay, like they have authority to do so, and they don't, and that's what happens. You go into a village and then you kill everybody there, and then when nobody's looking, you got new land to develop on. And let's put these signs up and these walls up so that nobody knows there's shit back here.
Right.
Right? That's why we're quarantined in this little district because of the same thing. We're stuck in District 5 and everybody else outside of us is, laughing at us. They're not laughing now, by the way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now they're watching us, wondering when we're going to bust through, just like the Truman Show, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they know we bust through already because consciously we already did a lot, and we're literally just walking through it. But we already took care of a bunch of shit. That's why you have the secret space program people and military guys coming out, like like what's his name, JP, right? JP came out. He finally unmasked himself, but however, he was ordered to be around certain groups of individuals that we know are cabal. So I'm sure there's a purpose for all that, and we'll find out shortly.
Okay. Okay. Next question. We know that they've, in the past couple of years, they've really been on a mission to kill the chickens and the geese and basically our farm animals. I've seen piles, mountains of dead pigs and all that. So they're going about it systematically, trying to probably raise the food prices and we don't know what else. But why are they trying to eliminate the ostriches? What's the goal there?
Because of the benefits of the ostrich egg. I
Okay.
don't I don't know if you remember a year or two ago, Daddy told me to get some, and when he told me to get some, it was out of season. And it's because of all the benefits that
Ah,
ostrich eggs can do for the people.
ah.
So that's why. Plus, the ostrich themselves have beneficial DNA for things as well.
Mhm.
However, we're fully aware of that what's happening, and it's already been resolved. And Daddy's allowing people to fuck up because when they fuck up, when they do what they were warned not to do, then I get to have fun.
Okay, okay. All right. Is intuition memories from our future self or time travel, or is it like a connection to what we call our soul?
The answer is yes to all of the above.
Mm.
However, it's mostly Daddy talking to you.
Ooh,
Yeah, so you know that something told me this, and I thought of this, and I thought of that, and holy shit, and yeah, that's Daddy.
okay.
You can call
Wow.
it what you want. I call it Daddy.
Okay. Wow. That's
Daddy's
cool.
everything. Daddy's everything. I don't know what part
Mhm.
people didn't noticed, but Daddy's everything, like literally everything. And I love my daddy, by the way, even though I want to fucking quit.
Okay.
I'm ready to quit. Forget all y'all. I'm out of here.
All right.
You seen that video that I posted up? I didn't even know the guy's butt cheeks was hanging out. On the beach, ready to take off. That was fun.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Anyway, what's the next question?
Okay, you visited Earth multiple times before. Okay, did the Jedis that are with you come along each time, or is it like does the same group always come back? I guess is the way to say it.
The answer is yes.
Okay. And did they stay longer? If you left, did a lot of them stay and do work on Earth?
Yes,
Okay.
it's just like any other group, any other like
Mhm.
military, police, investigators, scouts, and
Yeah.
CIA and Mossad and all that. It's just like them, intelligence and gathering and all that stuff. That's what we've been doing too.
Right.
You remember me saying that every time you guys teleported to one place, or every time you guys did this, and every time you guys did that, we were there the whole time? Because we were. And that's how. You have beings standing right next to you, and you have no fucking clue they're actually there. That's what you call the light brigade. That's what you call the don't fuck around and find out crew. Right?
Right.
So so we've been coming and going, and a lot of us were taking breaks, which is why there's periods. You see, for instance, the Jesus story was 19,000 years ago, and you have all these other different things that happen between them, right? We lived longer back in the day, and it wasn't the first or the last time I was here, including now. Like I was here probably like 20, 40, 50 times before, in between that. And what the missions were for all of us was to drop little nuggets, do what we got to do, and leave. Consciousness, the consciousness. We all came consciousness because we understand how it works. In the video I posted last night again, talked about exactly what we did and what we do. We come in and out. We don't even have to be born. We'll just appear because we're from way over there, and we do what we got to do and go back. In this case, we were all born physically on the planet because this is the time where it all gets taken care of, it all
Right.
gets wiped out, it all gets resolved, and we're literally all here in the flesh,
Right.
the consciousness and the flesh. And the reward for all of this, for all of us, is to remain here, transform, stay here to rebuild, and then carry on other missions across the universe. So it's we still have a lot of work to do.
Right.
However, it's going to be fun work where now we're not stressing about where we're going to get our next paycheck from, how we're going to pay our next bills, how am I going to put gas in my car, and why am I always being attacked, and why don't nobody listen to me? Why am I always crazy? To shit, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's go over there. We got to help this person, we got to help that person. We don't have to worry about money because we got it all. Let's go. My big brother owns the bank. See, so we doing shit. We're going to do stuff that is like, wait, what? The world's not ready for what we're getting ready to do, or what we're doing. Actually, we're already doing it. And like I've said before, Daddy don't care if they're ready or not. We're doing things in the open. Don't matter. All right, next question.
Okay. Where can we find a map of District 5?
I just posted one.
Yeah. Well, you did, which is super awesome. And I was going to say that the continent placement on the mid in the middle part in ours is that's not correct or to scale.
It's similar to that, but
Okay.
what I'm saying is, um, the more I talk about these things, the more consciously across the board everybody's getting it and then producing.
Yeah.
Because remember, who talked about us being in a district the size of an 8 ball, and the rest of the planet. Did that picture not look like what the fuck I said?
Perfect. I was very excited when I saw that.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
so mind you, these are things that I see when I remote view, when I do all the different
Mhm.
things that I do. Um, I can literally see everything. And most of it is when daddy wants me to see. Because sometimes people be like, so what am I wearing? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you're wearing.
That's funny. What I have for dinner last night.
Yeah, I don't know, but you stink. So whatever you ate wasn't good. Right, right. But yeah, so the more I talk about these things, the more and more they start to manifest. And
Mhm.
that's the whole cool thing about it all. Like I was having a conversation with B on how I'm tired of, you know, I know it's a part of the process, but it's like getting old where we find these new people, we tell them all these things that that's going to happen for them, with them, and how we're going to be able to help them, and then right away they want it to happen right there and then.
Yeah.
And we can't do that for them because that's not the way it's going to happen right now. We're informing you what's coming. We're not going to do nothing to you or for you right now because it's just not time. And then what end up happens is the person goes MIA, forgets about us, and don't remember. I mean, forgets about us and don't do what Daddy wants them to do, and it's just
Right.
like
Yep. Time and time and time again, I've seen that. Yeah.
yeah. So it's a little frustrating. It's a little BS if you ask me.
Yeah.
But I understand that people aren't there yet. That's all that is. They're not there yet. Now there is others like yourself, like people here, right? That say, we say, Daddy says do this, Daddy says do that, and then they get it right away and they do it.
Yep.
And then sometimes, well, a lot of the times, it's like, yeah, Daddy told me that too, or Daddy showed me this, and then this, and then that, 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 that. Exactly. Go ahead and do it. Get it done.
Yep.
Now, we are literally here to save the fucking planet. Literally. Literally. Don't give me a hard fucking time. I don't want to have to fuck you up, okay?
You know, I can't believe it. Like people will text you like and then they get all pissy if you don't answer right away. It's like the dude is busy. He's saving the planet. Like look at how complex that is, right?
Very.
They don't get it.
The cool part is that they're getting upset for no fucking reason at all. If they would just sit back and relax, they'll see their request literally happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had somebody text me like 5 fucking times in like 2 minutes. The same thing back to back, like if they copied and pasted. Like what the fuck?
It's actually funny.
It is funny. And,
Yeah.
and if I tell you daddy's will be done, that's because I did what I had to do, and
Yep.
now you have to deal with whatever happens.
Right.
Now go away.
Right. Right.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. Jesus Christ. I
Wow.
see the message. I got
So let's iterate again that if you text and he doesn't answer, he's seen it. He just doesn't have time to answer. Okay. Just trust that he's going to see it and handle the situation. That just makes it easier and quicker, right?
that's trusting daddy too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't know what part of daddy and I are one. Do you not understand? No disrespect to anybody. I just have fun, okay?
Yep.
But yeah, when you text me, when you email one of us, I get the message. Trust me. Even the crazy ones where people ask for the most perverted shit, I get those too. And
Ooh.
it's like, man. But yeah, I get the
There,
message.
there have been cases when we're going to say a celebrity has, I'm going to say telepathically asked for help from you. And I've witnessed you several times where that's happened, and you'll say, "Oh, so and so just asked for help," and I'm like I'm thinking, did he call or text? But it's a telepathic communication. They don't know what to do, so they say it in their mind. You still get the message, right?
Yep.
Now, if one of us guys did that, would you still get the message?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it like that movie? Is it God Almighty with
Bruce
Jim
Almighty.
Carrey?
Yep.
And all these people are like talking and they're making the
Just like Superman when he was floating in the sky and he's like, what the fuck?
okay.
Turn this shit off.
All right.
However, Daddy doesn't allow me to get all the messages because he's the one that's answering them.
Okay.
Now, when you request for help and you say Daddy, Source, God, Smarty, even Jesus, don't matter. We all are one and the same, and we are going to answer.
Right.
You just have to trust and believe that that's the case. It's been happening all this time. Why wouldn't it continue?
Right.
We are the same entities, the same beings that you know of. However, we are here with our real names. Source is God. Sananda is Jesus, which is also King Smarty, which is also me, right? And it's okay if you don't believe it or not. I don't care, don't mind.
Yeah.
However, you can't deny what I've already been done or been doing for thousands of people. And yes, some of the textbooks that they put out there were warning you about people like myself. However, it was to deterrage you, or however you say that,
Discourage.
discourage you from even giving someone like myself the credibility that I deserve, which is cool. It don't matter. I'm not going nowhere for a long time, and it's something you have to get used to. Okay.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Yes, I am.
So so for those of you that are in a tight space that are watching this, okay, you've got you want to get out of your whatever your what's happening to you, and maybe you can't verbalize it or whatever, or maybe you don't want to text it or whatever. You can telepathically ask for help. Ask for help, okay? And ask for a way to get out of what you're in, okay?
That's
So
true.
yeah, that's incredible to know that that's there and available for you, you know?
That's true. It's all daddy. I mean,
Hmm.
let's just say you don't believe shit I say. If you ask daddy, God, or something for something, guess who's going to answer you? Me and daddy, or daddy and I, right? Even if you don't believe us, it's okay. We had people test us all the time. Well, can you do this and can you do that? Yeah, but do I really want to? Well, can you do this and can you do that? Yeah, when I want to, or yeah, allow the process. And then they be like, oh, it's full of shit. And next thing you know, boom! Oh my god! Oh my god! What?
Hmm.
They get all fucking spooked out and shit.
Hmm.
Nothing to be spooky about. You asked for something and you got it.
That's great. That's great. So like I said, I know several celebrities have telepathically contacted you. You've also told those that are in hiding to come out of hiding. It's time.
Yeah,
So just putting that message out there again for them,
it's
right?
happening. It's happening.
Cool. Cool.
It's
Okay.
happening. Michael just told me to give him a break because because of some things that I said to him yesterday.
Ah, okay.
We're all telepathic. He's one of the individuals that had time to actually practice all this stuff, and he's always been a part of the crew, the light brigade, and whatever. And then recently, while we was down in 38, when we were all down that way, we're sitting there having some brunch or whatnot, and The other Michael, which is Michael Jordan, was asking for help too.
Oh,
So that was a telepathic message as well, and we addressed it. So that only tells me that these individuals are tired of the current situation
right.
and are trying to um, get out of what they've been having to do and deal with. So expect it all.
That's gonna be
I
so
know I
exciting.
know I know some of the shit that I say is out of this world, but I wouldn't say it if he wouldn't have told me, or if it would have not happened, right? Um, Daddy said, "That's my boy." Um, but the thing about it is that I know in some cases we may seem crazy, we may do say things that are, far fetched for some. Like when I walked out of Wells Fargo yesterday and said, "I'm gonna own this bitch," right? Okay, I'm gonna own Apple. I'm gonna own GM. I'm gonna own a bunch of stuff. We're gonna dismantle Tesla. I know that some people say this dude is crazy, but then I also know I got a handful of brothers and sisters that know I'm for real, right? And I got Daddy. So when Daddy tells me these things, do you think I care about what somebody else thinks or says? Hell no. Hell to the no, no, no.
Awesome.
My ghetto ass, right? Ghetto Jesus. You just wouldn't talk like that. Well, how the fuck you know? Did you walk with me back then too? Anyway, go ahead. Next question.
Okay, can you speak about the chosen ones? Lots of confusion there.
Yeah, it's easy. All of us listening to this right now, all of us Jedi's, all of us high, intelligent, know better people are the chosen ones. Um, those in Israel are chosen too by the dark ones. So yeah,
Yeah.
the chosen ones are definitely us, definitely the ones that are here to do the changes that we're doing, the ones that are sitting there reinforcing commandments, same thing. Those of us that want to change, those of us that are anchoring this love and light that we're now seeing everywhere, we are the chosen ones. Is that what you wanted to hear? Because that's it, not
I
you, and in general.
I think that's what the person wanted. And what I told them is it's a term that's it's overused because every group uses that for their people. They're the chosen ones. And it's like, it's a way of controlling as well. So I don't personally like that term,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Well, I mean, I explained it so that you will like it
yeah.
because that's us.
Well, we're doing the work. That's the difference. We're not just sitting on the couch hanging out. We're
That-
doing the work,
That's why
right?
we get censored. That's why we get shut down.
Hmm.
That's why people talk about us. That's why don't go over there. Don't join that group. Don't watch these guys. Don't do
Hmm.
this. Don't do that. Mind you, nobody else got healing holograms for free. Pendants that do or products that do what I say they do, and free healing just by texting me.
Hmm.
And we're making that more obvious right now, despite the censorship. Okay. And the best part is you can do it too for
Hmm.
$1.99. No.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, we are the chosen ones, the ones that listen to Dad without ridiculing and bashing others and murdering and all that stuff. That's not Daddy. None of that shit is Daddy. Those are of us that are awake. Those of us that are practicing love and light. Those of us that are sharing information and showing each other how to heal from certain things and doing this and doing that. That's beneficial for humanity. Those are the chosen ones, which is us, which is y'all, which is the Jedi's, which is you, which is me, which is everybody around me. Okay.
Hmm.
And um it gets even more chosen than that, like myself and the people, my circle. You understand? So um dad is forming a literal everlasting kingdom, and that's why I'm here. Um and people will realize that, and they're going to realize it more and more in the following days, because that consciousness is no fucking joke.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, moon questions. Okay. What causes the rise and fall of the tide to move if it's not the moon's gravity?
It's the earth changing its access point.
It's
Because
like a,
yeah, if you move for instance, if you put I don't have a cup here, but let's say I had water in this thing, right? Let's say I had water in it, and then I just went like that. Do you see a fucking moon here? No, right?
yeah, yeah.
As a matter of fact,
That's
when
funny.
I made the moon disappear for those 10 days, and then the 10 days before that, did you see the tidal wave still change?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah. So
The
the
moon,
moon basically, again, for the jillionth time, the moon basically doesn't do anything except offer us ambient light.
pretty much. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And we're changing that as well too. The next time I remove the moon, it's going to be permanent, because we won't need it. We'll have other things in the skies that'll give us, you know,
Right.
permanent lighting, permanent all that.
Are you working on your device now?
Yeah. You saw the video? I got so many cool things going on at once. It's like,
Yeah, it's fine. No, I've been watching you work and it's like funny that you're able to do two things at once like that, you know?
yeah. And then my table looks like shit, by the way. And it's like, it looks like shit to you, but I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. Okay.
Right. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. All right. Moon landing and fake videos. So what's the real story of the moon landing? Like we never sent a rocket or whatever you want to call it up on the moon and came back like as we're taught, obviously.
Yeah. So
We we
my bad.
have been to the moon, but through portals and other methods.
Well, the answer is it was faked. At the first, very, very first one was faked, and then the
Mhm.
last one, the last time we had help, and then we were also warned not to go back because of the bases and reptiles and all the other different things that were already happening there.
Mhm.
Um, and the moon is within the dome, so a lot of that stuff is even false. Um, you can go through portals, you can go through different elevators in certain buildings around the
Mhm.
world, because remember, advanced technology has lasted or has been around for a very long time. The problem is you weren't told about it. So they literally have elevators that will take you there. It's a form of teleportation. They also have crafts that will take you there through portals. And then, there's even beyond space and outer space, which also you have to portal through. You can't just get into a craft and just go straight because of the different barriers and domes and stuff
Right.
that were in place. Nowadays, it's a different subject, but yes, that's how it was.
Egregious crime against humanity. All right. So, a huge lie designed to, again, take money and control and mislead people.
Yep, and farm us,
Yeah.
farm, literally
Yeah.
farm. The same way we do the chickens and shit and pigs and stuff like that. That's what they've been doing to us.
Right. Right.
Um, which is also something that we will have to address in the near future, where we no longer consume animals and stuff like
Right.
that.
Right.
Which is why he's always having me eat vegetables and new menus that are vegetarian or vegan or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm actually looking forward to all of the new vegan stuff and the vegan menus that one of the Jedi's working on. I just talked to him, so well, you know Frank. Everybody knows Frank. So
Everyone knows Frank.
Frank's working on a bunch of new stuff. He's already got a bunch of stuff, and um, I'm looking forward to eating some of his fine cuisines. And everybody's going to want to go to his spot anyway because they're going to know that's Smarty's chef right there.
Yep. Yep.
Not only is he my chef, he's my brother, right? Hello. So we're going to have so much fun
Yep.
everywhere, everywhere.
Yep. And I guess one of his new restaurants is opening up soon.
Yep. Let's go.
Let's go. Are we at a good spot for today, or do you want to keep going? Because I got more questions.
Yeah, we can. What's today? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just whenever you're ready.
we can do another one probably Saturday or maybe sooner.
Okay.
Depends, because we got a bunch of things going on, and then we're going to take some family time and hang out with the kids and all that other stuff. So,
Okay.
um,
So
yeah,
for those watching, all right, I wanted to point out a couple things. When I talk about these videos, they're on the Telegram group that Smarty has. And I'm going to put the description in below the video as soon as I can. Join the Telegram group, and that's where you're going to see all these videos and things I'm talking about. If you need to learn the Jedi method, you can go to the Holotech R&D YouTube channel. That's the best place to go, right?
it's actually Source Directive YouTube channel.
Oops. Okay.
That's fine.
Same.
What? No, that's cool. One of the things that I'd like to address right here, right now.
Yeah.
I'm not a scammer. I recently put out a video showing everybody my real platforms, my real links, my real usernames. I do not contact people asking them to invest in crypto. I only have D Blue, and D Blue is in stasis right now, if you would. I don't use words like patriots because I'm not one. That stands for a whole nother bullshit. I don't use things like use words like are you aware of the great awakening and all this other stuff. I don't need your money other than you purchasing, because I like to earn my money. I don't steal from nobody. And I do have a bunch of individuals that are already helping me so that my job is easier. And I thank all you guys. We are moving into an area that's known the holidays, and scammers like to scam people more between now and Christmas time. So please do not fall for the shit. Don't fall for it. It's not me. It's never going to be me. And if I do contact you, talk to you or chat with you, I'll do a little video chat to prove it's me, or you can just call me, and if you get lucky, I'll pick up. My phone number is out there for everyone to see and notice, or be able to contact. You don't need to fall for none of these fake people that are me. There's so many people out there trying to pretend to be the real me, which also should tell y'all that I'm legit.
It's a good thing to state. And maybe we should also talk about Halloween as well.
Yeah, well, we can there's really nothing to say about Halloween other than that it's dark and you shouldn't participate in it, because I don't.
Right.
However, that is cleaning that up as well, where it'll be more of what it actually, what it's led to believe. Kids
Yeah.
dressing up and having candies and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That part is cool because the kids don't know no better and they're already programmed to do it. So we'll continue something like that and then just eliminate the dark factor in it all.
Right.
I don't have all the answers to it, but I do ask Daddy about it all the time. And he says he's got it. He's got it. For a
Awesome.
long time, I didn't like Christmas. I wouldn't have anything to do with it. And recently, he tells me that we are going to reform it and eliminate the things that was, the things that were done and why it was created and all that stuff. So that a lot of things are changing, and I'm having to come to terms with all that stuff myself because I never liked to be a part of the cabal system at all.
Right.
However, Dad assures me that he's changing it. Also, I have to, fall back and let things happen.
Right.
Otherwise, I burn every fucking Christmas tree out there.
Well, and it's insane because they've had their decorations and their gifts, and we're seeing the marketing start like already. It's been out there for months, and it's just programming and again trying to suck the money out of people's pockets, among other things.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there that's designed just to do that, and there's a lot of different groups out there that still need to wake the fuck up. People just don't understand how simple life is and how simple it can be if you just be and stop with the hocus pocus and all these different groups and religions and holidays and blah blah blah. Just fucking live.
Right.
And if you
Right.
stop buying certain products, then we'll stop empowering certain people. Hint, hint,
Yeah.
wink, wink.
Yeah. And I'm trying to boycott those companies I know are bad. I mean, it's pretty much every one of them just about, but I try to use my dollar. I've got to live. I've got to buy certain things. I try to use it with companies that are good. Okay, so keep that in mind.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I had a conversation about that a little while ago on how, one of the stores we just came from, this particular person's going to own it. So, um, that made things a lot easier,
Awesome.
if you
Awesome.
would. So yeah,
All
things
right.
things are happening. A lot of good things are happening.
All right.
Everybody stay focused on the main event, which is um, the redemption, the revaluation, the shutdown of the government. It's already closed. We need to we need, we need to we need to expose the truth about the closure and how it's
Yeah.
all going to be fucking wiped out, eliminated, and how all of these bullshit laws that are meant to suppress you are literally going away, and they have no choice. It's not right. You can't tell people what they can and cannot do on their own fucking land, which is what I'm experiencing right now. They're not letting me do shit. And every time I get close to completing something, they hit me with something else that makes me start all over. So yeah, they're in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble.
Yeah. Just frustrating. Yeah.
Now it's cool because I know what's happening. I see it all.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. All right, we good. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time very much. Thank you so much, Smarty.